All right. All right, bet. Like I was saying, Joel is a pretty he has a pretty fascinating story and from O-line security. Pretty cool job that he's working right now. He has some time on his hand to come and talk to you about his story, give you guys some tips, some advice, even with the exam, right? He has a pretty interesting story about his Security Plus exam too. But I will leave the floor for Joe. Do your thing. Thank you for your time, man. I really appreciate it. I know you could be with the wife and the kids right now, but you're here sharing some wisdom with our class. So thanks a lot, man.
Oh man, anytime. I just put Junior down to sleep actually. So
That's what's up, man. How old is he now?
he'd be 6 months on the ninth
Oh man, team no
coming up.
sleep.
So man, you know how it goes. You know how
Yeah.
it goes. Um, but no, I don't want to hold everybody. You know, I was a former student in at O-line with Toby. Um, and I'll just say you're in the right place. Don't get discouraged. Um, if it feels overwhelming, trust me, it felt overwhelming to me too. Um, I started off in the class, and a few years ago now. Dang, it's been that long, Toby.
Right,
But
right. It doesn't even feel like it.
yeah, right. I started off in the class a few years ago, right where you guys are at right now, going through the same things, attending Cyber Thursdays, um, and uh, I took my exam. I didn't do it the way Toby said to do it. I gotta preface that if he say do something one way, it's not necessarily might not be the greatest way, but it's probably the best way. Um, and so I didn't do how he told me to do it. I went after the class. I took some time in between the class, and I said, you know, then I went to take the test. Well, because I hadn't, the information wasn't fresh on my mind as it was like when the class ended. I actually ended up failing the the Security Plus exam. Um, I called Toby. We talked about it. Just kind of talked about just troubleshoot it from my perspective. What happened, and he was 100% right with the fact that the information wasn't fresh on my brain. So we just went back to the drawing board, had personal study session, and the next time I took the exam, I didn't tell him I was taking it. I just went and did it, and I was successful that time around. Um, the one thing that I will say about the course is that he definitely prepares you for your interviews of what's coming. Um, I had an interview today, actually, Toby. I didn't tell. I don't think
Oh,
I
for
told.
real?
Yeah, I had an interview today,
Oh, that's
um,
lit.
and literally asked me the same questions. You know, what is risk? Tell me about five vulnerabilities. Tell me about five vulnerabilities. Um, basic stuff that Toby asked during your time and your process through this journey. And he sets you up for success. I wouldn't be here today uh, with without his advice. I knew nothing about cybersecurity when I got started. I knew nothing about IT when I got started, except maybe some basic things on how to put together my computer type of thing. And I try to keep in touch and contact with them often just to pick his brain. Um,
Would you mind telling them what you were doing before?
Before I was working as a elementary school teacher, um, and then I felt for myself, I did that, and I did my I wanted to give back to the kids, and then I was just ready for a new path and a new move, and and that's how I transitioned into cybersecurity. So um, I work now as a security analyst one, or however they want to classify me. I've just worked now as a security analyst. I do in the field is so broad. It's not just technical. The company I work with, we do regulatory compliance. I tell Toby all the time. Um, we work with banks actually. So I'm going to these small financial institutions, man. You know, they're showing me their books, they're showing me, you know, user access controls, they show me so many different things that go with just compliance and IT audits. Um, doing risk assessments, vulnerability assessments, and then also the main thing where my bread and butter is in pen testing. We do internal and external penetration testing. And again, none of this is anything that I knew prior to O-line security. These are skills that I picked up working with Toby and then now working in the field. So um, please, you know, pick his brain. He wants to help you. Even once you finish the class and you're in the field, you know, stay around, stay relevant. Um, because there's other parts of O-line that I even see now can help me progress even further into the field of information security. So, like I said, don't get discouraged, don't give up, don't quit, and above all, study everything that he gives you. The technique that I used. So whatever you guys received tonight, for example, I would go over what we did last night, and then I would also then study what we did tonight. And then the next night I would go over what we did 2 nights ago, then tonight, then tomorrow per se. I know Fridays are usually no class days, but that's kind of how I did my thing. I know some people do study groups, study sessions.
Yeah, they actually just started up their own study group. Tandra had kicked that off, and they do that on Fridays
Yeah,
actually.
nice. Yeah. You know, use each other, use Toby, use anyone that he's introduced or brought, you know, or talked about and again, you know, I'm always messaging Toby because they, you know, I always wanted a position where I could travel, and every position will be different. That's another thing is that I had to learn is that where you start might not be where somebody else starts, but that's
And that's
okay
key.
because
That's
yeah,
key, y'all. Please keep that in. I think we talked about that several times. That is super, super, super important. Don't judge your progress based off of what other people is doing. Where Joel is right now, like what he's doing, where he's going. Everybody can't do that because everybody isn't willing to put in the amount of work that he put in to get there. Right? He failed at Security Plus the first time. He didn't have to come back. He came back, but when he came back full throttle. He was doing labs on Cyber Thursdays, volunteering to do certain labs. He was leading the study sessions. He was actually mentoring other students in his class. He went outside of the class and started doing other extra courses, little small courses, YouTube videos. Like he surrounded himself with security. Okay, so I mean you can do it, but don't compare your results to anybody else.
yeah, it's and that's something that you actually taught me, Toby. You know, everybody's looking for that. You know, you for those of us who are social media users, you see a lot of things, or you'll start seeing a lot of advertisements and stuff coming past your timelines and things, you know, cybersecurity, 80,000, 90,000, 100,000. And that's out there. Trust me, it's out there. But that may not be where you start. And, you know, don't get discouraged by it because again, for what I make now, I'm not hitting a 6-figure mark with my position at Trace. I do okay. I'm not hitting the 6-figure mark, but I'm sure there's somebody who would trade places with me any day to do the amount of traveling I do. I go to places I'd never even imagine that I go. Um, They got me going to Massachusetts in a few months, Toby.
Oh man. Well, they
They
got
got
you
me,
doing another pen testing gig there?
yeah, pen testing gig, and then I got to go to in September, like the end of September, St. Louis, and then in May, actually, I got to go back to Tulsa and do another
Dang.
a social engineering.
This man over here living a dream, bro.
And again, it's um, all of these things I never would have thought I would do, or this is what I'd be doing. And people ask me, man, why you travel so much? I just tell them like, hey, I go. And again, I tell them my company works with small financial institutions, so I'm not the guy that's trying to break into a bank. That's not my. I'm not going to do that on an everyday basis, but um, that's what my company has us doing, just some on-site social engineering attacks, just to make sure people are doing their jobs and checking credentials and things of that nature. And yeah, you'll love it. I promise you'll love it. You just find your fit. Because everything isn't for everybody. And again, everything isn't technical. It's great to have the technical ability, but everything isn't technical. Um, and yeah, man,
Any
just keep grinding, keep grinding.
and to piggyback off what Joel is saying about keep grinding. After this, I want to open up for questions. If anybody has any questions for him, I know a lot of people are trying to get into the field ASAP. And this is a perfect time to ask somebody how to do it and to pretty much introduce yourself to him too. But Joe said keep grinding. I want to point out something. He's not just talking to talk right now. He's actually getting ready to sign up for our Splunk course, right? One of the Splunk courses that we have, the Splunk Fundamentals course. He's been talking a lot more about Splunk lately. As he mentioned, he keeps in contact with me almost on a daily basis, if not every week. Okay, and his Splunk has been piquing his mind. We do have that Splunk course. He's getting ready to hit it hands on keyboard and come out as a pretty cool Splunk administrator. Maybe even a developer. Just depends on what he does with it. So this is if you want more out of this field, you got to do more. Right? That's where I'm going with this. If you want more, you got to do more. You got to put in the work. Right? You got to put in the right work. Okay? You can't just be talking about it, right? You can't just be looking at your notes. You got to get hands on keyboard. You all are going to get more hands on keyboard. I'm pretty sure after you get Security Plus certified, you have access to our production network, all of our production resources. Use it, right? Use it before you have an interview so that when the interview comes up, all you're doing is skills. Okay. Put yourself in a positions to win, right? Prepare the right way, not too late. Hey, anybody got some questions for Joe? Anybody? It's a bunch of us in here. All questions are great questions.
Hey Joel, this is Aaron here, my guy. If I shoot you a couple resumes, you know how you can shop them to. Let me know, my guy.
I'll take a look at them. I just actually, I'm not even lying to you, man. I just was telling Toby, the O-line method is tried and true. I just threw my resume out there, literally, maybe earlier this month, and I got a few hits, got a couple interviews lined. Like I said, I just had one today. So yeah,
That's
if you
dope.
use the O-line model, I'm telling you, man, it's you're definitely going to win. And but I will say, preface that by saying, don't. My first job didn't come easy. It did take a while. I flooded the market with so many resumes, so many things. Once Toby gave me the approval, and I did it before he gave me the approval, and I got no hits.
Yeah, I
like
remember that.
like none. I said, well, let me just throw this out there and let's see what happens. But once he got me the approval, his stamp of approval, then I put that back out there, and that's when recruiters started calling me. That's when jobs started calling me and just, having those initial phone interviews. So yeah, if you do it the O-line way, I'm telling you, it's tried and true, and it still works.
Yeah,
this,
he
to
has a
this
he
very
has a
day.
good resume. We went over it a few times. I think he might be looking for an alley-oop to see if you have any openings at your position. Just reach
I
out to him on
understand.
Discord.
I
All right.
understand. My company, I think they are. Don't quote me. I think they are hiring. We're probably losing 2 analysts. So, you know, yeah, reach out to me on Discord and I'll see what I can do for you.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he actually went to Bowie too, Joe. He graduated from Bowie with us.
Hey, boo.
Be as you.
Go ahead, bro. Any other
That's it.
questions for Joe, y'all? You got him here. Trust me. These are opportunities I wish I had when I was breaking into the field. If I could ask people questions, how they did what they did, what I should do, where I'm at with my progress. You got them, y'all. Let me check YouTube to see if we got any questions on there.
Oh, hey, Toby, do they have the labs? Do they do the labs too?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. See, Joe's class didn't have the labs. His
Yeah,
first
we
class, y'all
didn't.
didn't have it.
Yeah, we didn't have the labs. You had got them literally right when we finished, and the next class got them. So, but I came back, like I said, and talked to them, and I got connected with the labs, man. And I swear, I swear on everything I'm telling you. When I'm doing these compliance audits at work, the stuff I'm looking at, the pictures and stuff I'm looking at are people's things, or when I go on site and look at their stuff, it's literally the labs of, Active Directory, setting user permissions,
We just talked
um,
about that, y'all.
just trying to run off in my head some stuff that I know that y'all will know what's going on. Those things, and I know because I've done the labs too. Those things are definitely there. So I'm telling you, if you practice and you study, and I don't expect perfection because I wasn't perfect, but if you practice and you study and you really take it serious, you'll definitely come out on top. You'll definitely win. And it's not, it's not hard, but if it was easy, everybody could do it. But you had the right teacher and the right mentor to guide you, and you guys are in a great place, like I said earlier.
All right. I don't think we have any more questions. Joel, I really appreciate your time.
Yeah,
Really, really
man.
do, man. Congratulations on all the hard work. It's paying off. I see it paying off, and good luck on the interview you have. Feel free to shoot me over that job description so we can give you some tips on how to prepare for that if you need it. That already know those resources are always here for you.
Yeah, I definitely will. Definitely.
Other than that, thank you again, everybody who's sticking on. Thank you.
Hey, is
Class.
anybody on here located in Texas?
I don't know.
I am.
Oh yeah, what city? I'm
I'm in
sorry, Toby.
Dallas.
I don't mean to prolong this, Toby.
No, you're
But
good. Do your thing.
you said in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Texas is full of opportunity. I mean, it's
Yep.
full of them. I just had like I said, my interview today was with an oil and gas company. I'll throw it out there. If you go on to like Indeed and stuff, I don't know where you're at in your process, but there's so many things in Texas, especially entry level positions, that really will set you up. And Dallas and Austin for sure are two places that are just tech giants in Texas, and Houston is, kind of coming up and coming. So yeah, so if you need anything or any help, please let me know. I'm in Houston actually, so I'm just a hop, skip, and a jump. But anybody else, please hit me up. I like the help, and it actually keeps me fresh and sharp on my skills too.
Awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Austin is definitely, I don't know, from personal experience, Austin is it's a landmine of opportunities.
Oh
It is a
man,
landmine.
I'm thinking about moving, bro. I'm thinking about moving. If I can't land another position like I got now, a remote, I'm thinking about. I already told the wife, pack the
Yeah,
baby,
like
everything
big
up.
he said pack the baby, get the stroller, everything. Now, big spots when it comes to employment, if it's not the DMV, and this is just my personal experience, if it's not in the DMV, it's Texas, Cali, and Atlanta. Okay. And North Carolina definitely has a lot of stuff coming up too. So all right, y'all. No other questions. Next week, I think we'll have another guest. It's probably gonna be Rachel or Toyosi. One of them coming to talk to y'all about their journeys. I know both of them, they got pretty cool journeys as well. One of them's based out of Atlanta, the other one's based out of Chicago. We got students all across the globe, y'all. All right. So Joe, thank you. Class, thank you. Don't forget tomorrow, yeah, I got your study group at 5:30. Please be on the Discord on time. Do your thing, kill it. Saturday, we got a study hall session at 12:15. If you don't see me on Discord, ping me. Okay, just ping me. I am here. Right, I'm here. Just ping me. Okay. Other than that, I will see everybody on Monday. Please don't forget to study, and don't forget the most important thing is to spend time with your loved ones, y'all. That's more important than studying. That's more important than this class. That's more important than anything else you got going on in this world. Spend some time with your loved ones. Give them fat kisses. Give them hugs. Make sure that they know that you love them. I'll see everybody else later. Peace.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Have a good
Thanks,
Good night,
weekend.
Joe.
everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
See some of y'all Friday.